Steve grows pumpkins. The chase for the 2026 Growers Jacket proven to be a very difficult chase so far this season. Didn't make a video last week. Didn't think I was going to get a video this week. And why is that? That's because I've been in an all-out, knockdown, drag-out, no-holds-barred, ultimate slugfest, cage death match with the month of June. High heat, high humidity, loads of rain. Got more rain the month of June than I've gotten all year long. And it's not so much that we got the amount of rain we did, but it all came in big doses that my patches just can't handle. So rolling up my sleeves, getting ready to get in death match with month of July. I'm going to start off July by splitting the main vine on the 1511 Hollow. Alright, now a video I wanted to make, and not instructing you on how to do this. This is only the third time I've ever done it, and hopefully the first time that it's going to actually go my way. Little spot I've been fighting near the crown of this 1511 for about 3 days now. Right here, where see I got it propped up off the ground, and got a little hole in it, and I've scraped for like 3 days now, to the point where I'm almost going all the way through it. So I'm going to split the vine. There's a, I don't know if you can see that in the, it started off as just a little tiny weep hole, and it's gotten a little bit bigger over the last few days. So you see a spot here where this vine is already cracked on its own, and I'm going to come right down the center and go a little bit through this node here and a little bit through this one back here. That's where we're going to start at. And see what it looks like. I might go a little bit further that way just to get it wide open and get it to where I can keep it dry. One of the first things I'm going to do is get this leaf out of the way. I don't need this leaf anymore. Alright, we just got a nice little storm, so I'm just going to, got a paper towel, I'm just going to dry it off a little bit. Ain't no use in starting off wet. I mean, everything looks really good except for that hole in the bottom. And this white paper towel. Yeah. The reason I'm splitting it is because this plant's doing really well. There's a look at the canopy. But, I mean, yeah, it's going to look this clean because I'm going on fabric. So, far cry from what's going on in the main patch right now. Take my knife here and see if I can hold the camera up. And I'm just going to rub an alcohol in the spray bottle here. Let's give my knife a spray. I'm going to start right here, and I'm not going to video this because I want to put my phone down and concentrate here. I'm going to start right dead center right here, and I'm going to come up dead center of the vine all the way up into here. It might come back here a little bit, so we'll see. We'll see how much I get when it gets done here. There's that, and hopefully this will be good. I took off this secondary right here. It only had one root that I cut in. Oh, I'm sorry, right here. That was right there. Groundhog or something stepped on that secondary early in the growth and broke it off, and it wasn't doing much. I cut it off just to make sure that it doesn't backfeed this, because that's what I ran into on my Mindy. I made a split on the Mindy a couple weeks ago, and massive secondary right off the front of it just kept backfeeding it. You see it dripping a little bit now. That's the alcohol got on it. I'll set up some fans on here. And I feel a lot better about this split than any split I've ever done ever. I kind of did this one more on my terms than anything else. So hopefully after a couple of days, this thing will kind of like where it's at, and I can move these bamboo sticks. One thing I will do is probably change the location of them every day for the next few days so that one area doesn't get all the drying versus another, if that makes any sense. Alright, so a couple center blocks to lay the box fan flat, and one of my high CFM floor dryers, getting air in 2 different directions. Next thing I can do is cover it up so that it stays dry. And right now I'm going to cut them off, and let's talk about this plant. Alright, back up. 1511 Hall, 4th place, North Carolina State Fair last year. Howard Deal winner. The 22-22 Ginger crossed with the 21-44.5 rotor ball intentionally for OTT, percent heavy, and orange. Terminated from this point back on this side. I still got some early secondaries running down this way over there. Turning all these, gonna bring them all straight down through here. I'm just gonna leave a small walkboard path to the fruit and fill in all this, everything that's on black. I have been weeding a little bit. That looked like that all the way up through here. I've been getting it all cleaned out of here. Thankfully I don't have to do that in the whole patch. Main vine is broke. I broke it. That's the common theme for my grows this year. I only have one plant in all my patches that has its original main vine. There's the main right there, broke off. I broke it. Not being patient, doing something dumb. Actually, it was way down here. I wanted to set fruit down here, and then I decided I was going to go with the original fruit. And I should have made him turn a long time ago. And when I tried to turn it, it was just too much stuff behind the handle, and I broke it off. So we'll run all these secondaries that are on the main right here, run them all down, all the way down. And I've turned most of the secondaries on this side are all come down. I have terminated a few kind of strategically in a few spots. I had one here that was just kind of fizzling out and not doing much, so I terminated it and kind of merged in the next vine right in its path, and it's hard for me to find it now, but it's here, I promise you. I thought it was really cool how I just terminated it and merged. Matter of fact, there it is right there. Terminated that vine and merged this one in its place. So it is cutting holes and bearing days. Looks like I got about 3 nodes on each vine. That's about where I've been trying to keep up with it at. And a little bit of bug pressure, a little bit of sun pressure. The sun really hammered down on them from this side. I was using that white cloth over there for shade that I was told was 30%. I think it's more like a 40 to 50% shade. I couldn't get it high enough, and it was generating a lot of heat, so I just put it on and took it off as temperatures out here were really crazy, and sun UV was burning up my leaves. Treated it with Bifriend Contact the other day. It's been getting imidacloprid regularly. I'm fighting a little bit of cucumber beetles on this. You can see there they nibble on that, and I'm not so sure that that's beetles or birds. Maybe I found a lot of bird poop on my leaves also, and I thought, maybe it's birds and I don't have the bug pressure I think I do. Although I have seen the bugs, but I've been really good about coming over and spraying and killing. I did come through here and walk in the patch one day, and birds took off like crazy from this area right here. So wouldn't be surprising to me if some of this leaf damage is due to the birds. Some of it's heat, some of it's bugs. But I feel like I'm on top of all of those issues. So let's look at the fruit. Alright, how in the world did this backup grow become the #1 contender in all of my patches in the whole place? Putting the sheet on it, it probably doesn't need it if the sun wasn't hammering it. But you see this open side right here, and the sun setting over there, it was going straight in there. So I started putting the sheet on it several days ago. Today I'm going to move the table because it's growing a really nice clip. It's been tilting my bottle every single day. Yesterday I put the bottle just barely touching it, and this is how I found it. I intentionally left this here today to show you that. Just kick the bottle right over. So get out of the way, bottle, I gotta grow. Daconil on the blossom end, and today I'm going to move the table because I definitely do not want to come home, get stuck at work tomorrow, and possibly be late coming home and this fruit be grown in this table. I've done that before. So born on June 23rd, so she's 13 days old today. 4 lober, pollinated with the 2618 Mindy. So excited to see what it produces and how it grows out. Alright, fans on it. I put that table back there to keep it dry. Not what I wanted to do. I was working on a tote cage cover for it that I was going to wrap in plastic. Some clear plastic so the sun could still get to it. And start raining again. A little bit of clear sky over there. But here we are again in the rain. At least this one isn't that bad. It's not hammering. Thanks a lot for watching. Stick around, see how all this stuff goes. Hope to get you back in the main patch next week. Got a lot of work out there to do to get caught up. And we'll see you next time.